Growing up, it was my desire that I'd go to an amazing primary school, a good high school, a good campus, meet the man of my dreams, get married, and have a perfect family. All this happened. Went to a good primary school, got the best in high school, and of course, cleared my campus. Above all, I met the amazing man of my dreams. I got pregnant, but things did not go as expected. I am Milla Chebby. Welcome to my vlog.
When growing up, I never got the opportunity to grow up in a family setup like how my mother and how my father. So they died when I was very young, when I was 9. So I always say to myself that when it comes to my time for me to have a family, I'll make sure that my kids grow up with me, see me every day as their father as I wake up. And as life is meant to be, or as life appears, it never goes as you expect. And after separation, I underwent a very tough time. All this frustration, all these fears. Then I prayed that maybe one day I'll get a woman that will understand me and I'll get to have a family again. Then it occurred that I met Chebby after my separation.
If it just happened to you today, like it's you who's going through a miscarriage right now, it's possible to still get a baby. Milla is a testimony, is a testimony that yes, this can happen. You can miscarry and still get pregnant. I'm doing this to encourage someone somewhere that don't feel empty. I'm also doing this to tell someone that it's normal. It might not be you who did it. It's just that your body could not take the baby. That's why I'm sharing my story.
Then we started dating and everything. And now I started becoming jovial again. Then I had hope again in marriage. Then I started believing in love again. And I had so much fear, but I was telling myself, oh God, let this work. Because now the first one didn't work for certain reasons. I'm just praying that this will work.
So guys, Terence and I had dated for 5 years without a baby. But we chose not to have a baby for the 5 years we were dating. The reason is because we thought we needed to settle a few things. That time you just feel like, I need my baby to come to this world. Ukiwa na 1, 2, 3, you feel you're settled, you feel atapata the best. Every parent wants the best for their baby. So for us, we thought, every time we thought of a baby, tulikuwa tunafeel ni kama, it's not yet that time. It's not yet that time, especially for me. At some point, Terence maybe felt like we've stayed too long. I remember guys were like, chu, wako sawa? Niaje, miaka 5.
Then we stayed for 5 years. Like 5 years with her, and I'm like, hey, every day I'm asking her, hey, niaje, tupate mtoto. Then she says, it's very early, nini, lazima tuoane, because mi nataka kufanya hivi, sijalelewa hivyo. It took long, it took like 5. Yeah, it took actually 5 years. And then people started talking badly.
One time someone asked Terence, mkaleji kupea mtoto?
Those people who didn't know that I'm not a first-time dad, they just say, hey, kuna kitu. There's pressure from the families, from her in-laws. They say, it's like this guy is not okay.
In 2017 April, we did our traditional wedding. It's called Koito in Kalenjin. And after that, I felt like, I think now this was time God was preparing me to the next level of our family and our dating. We were already blessed by our parents, and it was okay for us now to become a family. So we talked with tenants, and we were like, cool, it's time we become parents. The search started.
Then Chebet said, now I think I'm ready. I'm ready to be a mother, and yeah, let's plan on how we can get pregnant, because that's what she wanted. She always said, we have to do it the right way. And I'm like, Buddha, manzi si nao pia kungoja pia nao tumengoja sana.
Tulitafuta. Not so long. I got pregnant in November. 2017 November.
Pap, we got pregnant.
So I'd missed periods for 2 months, because that was at 7 weeks, going to 8 weeks now. So I'd missed periods for 2 months, and I know it. We knew we were perfectly and okay pregnant. And even before that, how we came to know after we did the testing of the normal kit that every girl, every wife uses when they're testing their pregnancy, just to confirm that we were pregnant and the baby was okay, we went for scan. We went did the ultrasound, and we were so excited that we were 5 weeks, 2 days pregnant. And we're like, yeah, let's do this. The first person I call is my husband. Hey, babe, come. I tell him I'm sporting, and I panicked, literally panicking. He tells me, dress up, just wear what you can. Let's rush to the hospital and see if the baby's okay. He dressed up quickly to the nearest hospital, simple hospital, just around where I used to live. We did ultrasound, and guess what? The baby was okay. We were so excited. We were given medicine that would protect the baby, and we were told it's normal sometimes to spot. So if you spot, it's not always that you've miscarried. If you spot, make sure you have a gyna. That's another thing I learned.
So at one point I remember she told me that okay, niaje, I think nimespot. In everything that people had told me about pregnancy, the only thing that I remember would scare me is that they used to say, hey, dem afai kuspot kama akona ball, because I knew that is dangerous. So she tells me, hey, ni kama nimespot. So that is the first time we went to hospital. I don't remember all those weeks, because men are not good in weeks. We count mimba na miezi. Mimba iko mwezi wa kwanza, wa pili, wa tatu. So I actually don't remember those weeks. So he said, okay, nika nimespot, tuende hospitali. So we go to the hospital. That is the first time we're being introduced to is it called the radiology? It's not radiology, the scan machine. So you're told, mtoto kwa hivi, kichwa hii ni nini. So then they tell us the most important thing is to feel the heartbeat. So hiyo machine ni kama radio. Unasikianga. They tell you that is the heartbeat. It's actually the only sound that you hear when they're doing the scan, when they're trying to get the heartbeat. So they do the heartbeat, then we ask about now what is it with this spotting. So they say it is normal, it can happen, it's normal and everything, but the doctor advises that she should not be lifting hard things, she needs total rest, don't do long walks and everything. So we agree, and I tell her, wefanya kitu daktari amefanya, because she's so passionate about her work. She always wants to go to work, she wants to go to the market, she wants to walk, because it is said when you're pregnant you need to walk, ndio mtoto apate damu and everything, whatever, all those myths. So I tell her, niaje, wacha tusikize doki, and they will tell me that the reason why you need total rest is because the kid does not hold the womb, bado hajajiattach vizuri. So those are like the risky, the first trimester, it's the risky. So we decide, okay, fine, wacha utulie, wacha mimi nipige wira, nitafute nini na nini. And I remember we were so excited about pregnancy. I remember at some point I had downloaded some app where we can merge names. So we are looking for names, both names. So namwambia, mimi nafikiria kama kama ni boy wacha tumuite hivi, so I take a name, I combine, we know all these things, tunapata ma abbreviation funny because we didn't know. I was really expecting a boy, nasema akimanzia kikiwa boy tutamuita hivi. I had like 14 names that are mixed. Terence, Chebet, Millie, Lawrence, there's one Mwangi, Millicent, Mwami, no, Ivo. So your excitement.
So we get home. After we hear this heartbeat and we were so excited, we're like, oh, cool. Now I was told to take a break, like take a total bed rest. If I dare do anything hard or just walk around, I'll lose the baby. That my womb, is it called the womb, that time was very sensitive and could not hold a baby so tightly. I was supposed to wait until my second trimester for baby to be safe. And you're always told, even in the app tells you, when you just keep to the second trimester, it tells you you're not safe. At first trimester, it always reminds you that anything can always happen. About you can miscarry anytime. So we were so excited. Now it's just countdown to my first trimester is over. It started becoming tough. I started vomiting, getting weak. I thought, oh, perfect. The baby is doing perfect. Because if you are not vomiting and you are just a normal person, by the way, immediately you get pregnant, your body changes.
So at this particular day, Chebby tells me she's spotting. I was actually called, okay, she's spotting and it's a bit different. Si kama ile ya kwanza, it's not this somehow profuse. So I say, okay, fine. I was to attend a meeting. So I come, drop her to the hospital.
Let me tell you, in pregnancy, every milestone is a celebration. As in waking up in the morning and then you're done with the day and you're going to the next day is pure celebration. I celebrated every bit of it. And then I think after you have a scare of miscarriage, you start appreciating every single day. Like you wake up and you just find yourself, you're not spotting and you're still vomiting. You even appreciate the morning sickness. I learned that in every situation, give thanks. Like, we take so many things for granted. So many things for granted. And I thank God that things happen in life so that you can learn. So we're in week 13. We are counting so well. Week 13, day 5. I wake up very early in the morning. I was preparing my husband to go. He was having a meeting. And I prepare him. And then after I've just put everything, I go to the washroom. Spotting. Not kidogo. Big spotting. My heart sank. I actually didn't even call Terence immediately. I called my sister. I remember I used to say with my small sister Ivy. She was sleeping on the couch, watching movie. And I called her, Ivy. Imagine in a sport tenor. Ivy is the one who called Terence.
So it occurred that was called and I was told, okay, Chebet is spotting again. And they say this time is a bit different. It's profuse. So I was like, okay, what's happening? Kwani alianza kufanya job tena kasi yuko ama nini? It never came to my mind that is something dangerous because she had already spotted before and we went to the hospital and it was okay. So I was sure everything was going to be fine.
As I was going, I just knew something was not right. I don't know what I felt in my first spotting was not what I felt in my spirit in my second spotting. I was so scared. In fact, I remember when we were leaving home, I was crying. I cried. We go, we get the person, we tell him we want an ultrasound. Reason is because I'm spotting. We went straight to the ultrasound. My friend was already there. So my friend and my sister stand just at the side where the ultrasound is being done. so that they could see. And the guy kept on doing this. This is my stomach. This is my stomach. So the ultrasound machine, he does this, does this. Then asks me, "Tumesema ni how many months?" I tell him it's 13 weeks, 5 days. He does again, does this again. I just knew something is not right. I was literally shaking. And he didn't tell me anything actually. He told me this is smaller than 13 weeks. You see 13 weeks. I told him, "So what do you mean?" I saw my friend holding my sister's shoulder and squeezing her shoulder. And she was balancing her tears. That's why it all broke loose. I screamed in that room.
This is life. Things never went as we wished.
So, I'm told the baby died at 7 weeks, 3 days. So basically, I've been carrying a dead baby for roughly another 7 weeks because I was at week 13, 5 days. Remember, my first spotting was at 7 weeks, 2 days. The baby died at 7 weeks, 3 days. So the death of the baby happened immediately I left the hospital, according to me, according to my calculation. That's how I calculated. And I couldn't stop beating myself. What did I do? What did I stop? Did I take the medicine right? Was I given the wrong medicine? So many questions ran in my mind. Immediately, my sister calls my hubby. My husband comes. By the time he was arriving, we had already, the gyna had met us, my friend and my sis, and explained to us what are the causes of miscarriages on the first trimester. And even encouraged me and told me that it's not because of you, it happens most of the time. That's why most of the time you're told the first trimester, be careful and just go slow on your pregnancy. Then he tells us another thing that hit us. He tells us there's only one way of removing the baby. That is evacuation. The other way is not safe, where you're given medicine to take, then you wait for the baby to come out. So I was told the best is the evacuation type.
So I come to the hospital and they say, now, okay, everything has happened and we can't find the heartbeat. So if you can't feel the heartbeat, that confirms that the baby is no longer alive. So they say now we have to do evacuation. That is removing the baby. And I'm saying the saddest thing in life is knowing that you're carrying a dead person. And evacuation basically means you have to go back and give birth, like remove the baby. That is not alive. It's a dead body. So we asked the hospital how much is going to cost us. They tell us some crazy figures and we're like, all this money you have to pay for them to remove a baby that you're not going to walk with home, understand? So we say, okay, we have to go to another hospital. The reason actually we are going to another hospital, not actually even to do the evacuation, because my wife was still in denial. We say, let's go to another hospital to confirm if what this hospital is saying is the truth. So we walk to another hospital, do another scan, do everything, still they can't find the heartbeat. We go another place, they do the scan, they can't find the heartbeat. So the results are the same. Now we confirm, it comes to our senses now, okay, it hit us now, this is real, the baby is not there, we have to go and do evacuation. My wife says, no, I have to go back home, I need to sleep. And I'm like, okay, we need to remove this thing and move on with life now that it has happened to us. So we go home, analala, then tukamuka and we decided we walk into the hospital, usiku. And I remember when we walk into the hospital, it's a maternity. They specialize with maternal care and everything. So there are a lot of pregnant women, others are in labor, you understand? And she's there asking me, oh babe, ingekuwa mimi ako kangekuwa katoto ketu, because you meet other women that are from delivery, they're carrying their bundle of joy, their husbands beside them, and you see that picture, you see yourself and your wife and the baby, but now that is not going to happen to you people. So again, as a man, you have to stay strong. You stay strong to yourself, to your wife, and everybody else. But inside you, it's really hitting you, it's really crushing you.
And I could not believe that. I thought, no, I should take a second opinion. I should go seek another gyna. I should go to another hospital. Maybe that machine was not working. Trust you me. You tell yourself so many things that you believe. And trust you me, when I was leaving that hospital, I felt like I would get something else. Have you ever prayed? Prayed like non-stop. I told my hubby, can I just go have a rest? Because it was very early in the morning that we left. We went to the next hospital. I remember that hospital deals so much with pregnant ladies. It deals so much with prenatal and postnatal. That's the name, I think. Yeah, so it deals so much with prenatal and postnatal. So when you just walk in like this, I was seeing pregnant ladies. I would cry. I would see one, I cry. Another one passing, I cry. I see another one with a baby, I cry. Like, why me? Why could God just not give me a chance to hold my baby? Why? I had so many whys. But my family came through for me and told me, it's done. After the second opinion, it was the same statement, the same. In fact, I remember when we were doing the second one, I kept asking the doctor, iko sawa? Iko sawa? It wasn't okay. It was time to go for evacuation. It was late in the night because I was in denial the whole day. Remember, I went for my test in the morning. And God bless my husband. He was there throughout the night. That hospital does not admit two people. We stayed there. We did the next. I remember the third ultrasound we did in another hospital at around 6 p.m. and then brought back the results just to confirm that indeed it's what we got from the first hospital. We had to accept and had to go for the evacuation. It was time for me to go to the theater. How I wished I was going to the theater and come out with my baby. But it was the opposite. Walked into the theater and the evacuation was done very late in the night. And I was empty.
So actually the hardest bit was us walking into this hospital that we are supposed to go and do evacuation. It is a maternity, and we have a lot of women around who are waiting others are in labor, others are waiting to deliver, others have already delivered, they have their key, they are being discharged. And we picture it, we're saying, oh, this could be us, but life never went as expected, you know. And every time my wife saw that, she would cry, she would shed tears. And inside me, I had to stay strong. But inside me, I was really crashing because I saw those pictures in me and I saw us and I say, okay, this could be us. But now that life has happened and we can't stay there and blame anybody. So it comes a time that you have to face reality. And at some point we accepted, because now she had to go and walk in the theater, do evacuation, pay that a lot of money for evacuation to evacuate a dead body. So after the evacuation was done, now trying to heal from whatever has happened to us. And it really used to haunt us every time somebody will call her or will call me, hey, mama naendeleaje, boli nakupeleka aje. But they don't know actually, you guys lost the baby like weeks ago. Then you'll come back and tell them, hey, man, say, hey, akumake it, mtoi akumake it, alifanya hivi na hivi. It was really haunting, especially for my wife. At times I remember we used to sleep. Then she'll wake up in the middle of the night screaming, oh, I'm a stuka too. You get like, oh, my baby, whatever. Then you're there, you're like, how am I supposed to, how am I supposed to tell her that this thing will be over? It took us, sincerely, it took us quite some time before we could get over it. And as I was talking with one of my boys, and also my guy advised me that, hey, dawa ya miscarriage ni mimba ingine. Yeah, hiyo tu ndio dawa mtu wangu. So hiyo mtoto analia is our and it's kind of rainbow baby. But we'll discuss that, how we got Milla and everything. Yes.
That is my miscarriage story. I would like to encourage anyone who's gone through miscarriage, never lose hope, never give up, don't die on your own. Share. What kept me going was my family. My mom came to my house every day, every evening after work. My husband never left the house for 2 clean weeks. My sister stopped her life for me. Talk out. My friends kept visiting me, you think, when I gave birth. As in, it can happen. I know all of you know there's a Milla. Milla happened. Don't lose hope. Don't lose yourself. Don't give up on God.
This is not my blog. This is us, and that is the story of my wife. And I just want to say
our story.
That is our story.
We were pregnant.
We were pregnant. That is our story, and
we miscarried.
We miscarried.
So say we.
So we miscarried, and that is our story. And I just want to say something, that always be a friend to your wife, and always be by their side, because at times, you know, when we say it's us against the world, it means that if anything like this happened to you, don't lose yourself.
Yes.
Jipe moyo, and know that God will always see you through.
Yeah, when all is said and done, when I've shared all this, our purpose, I repeat, our purpose of doing this is, musione tu kamila fulani kameremeta, you think it just happened. No. We had tried and it didn't work. But now Milla is here. So guys, there's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel.